Okay, so hi everyone, this is about take 3. Haven't been doing live many times lately because internet and connection over here just hasn't been playing nice. And today we're really lucky to be in an awesome hotel here in Ningbo. The internet is good, so I thought, well, heck, let's jump online and let's have a chat. Looking at my post from today on what do you do to take a first step? What do you do when you're stuck? It's really something that has hit me lately about being stuck, because so many people are saying to me, and I just don't know what I want. I don't know what my dreams are, and they're just not giving themselves permission to get out there and really just think about things. So I really wanted to ask you today, what do you do when you get stuck? What do you do when you can't seem to think that today's burdens or worries or anxieties get on top of you and you can't see that big picture? You can't see what you want in life. You can't see what you want for your business. What do you do? Because today I've been really thinking about it. I had a great sleep last night, so it was really good. And I got up this morning and it's a beautiful morning here. And it made me really think how sometimes we just get stuck in our everyday living. And the 3 things I thought of today that really I think about what gets me unstuck or helps me get unstuck that might help you is to be able to give ourselves some space. And it's not just physical space, it's mental space. Even being here today in the hotel, now you don't have to spend money in a hotel, you can just get into the cafe or the restaurant, or sometimes I even just sit in a hotel lobby, because here in China the smell just makes me feel good. And so put yourself in a space where mentally and physically you actually feel the energy come into you and it's not all going out of you. Put yourself in a space where mentally you can focus, instead of on what you don't want, you can start thinking about those things that bring you joy and happiness and challenge you in a good way. And it really starts getting your brain thinking differently, because sometimes when we stay in our own space and we just keep thinking, I don't know what I want, I don't know what to do, it just becomes overwhelming for us. So it's a great thing to, number 1, put yourself in a space where it just has you feel good physically and it has you feel good mentally. And you can just start focusing on all those things that you do want, or that do bring you joy, or that you are good at, and all those things that you can do. Number 2, I reckon I love the internet. I love what I'm doing online and taking my business online. And yet the downfall I'm finding is you see all the good things everyone is doing. You see what everyone is doing, and they're getting their webinars out there, they're writing their books, they're doing all these things. Now, I think that's fantastic, don't get me wrong. But sometimes when we're stuck and we see all these things happening, we start comparing ourselves to what everyone else is doing. And it can really pull us down if we're in that wrong headspace, when we're in that stuck headspace. And we start thinking, oh my goodness, I'm not doing this, they're doing this. And all this comparison just overloads our brain with all the things that we should be doing and we're not doing. And so I want us to, what I like to do is just focus on me, and not me of the past sometimes, because sometimes I'm not only just comparing myself to other people, I compare myself to me. I've done a lot in my few years that I've been around, and maybe even where I'm sitting now, sometimes I can start thinking, but I was even more successful back here, or at this time we were happier, or all of these things can start crowding us into our minds. When we start thinking we're stuck, we start focusing on all the things that we had or all the things that we've done, and we start putting ourselves in a little box, and it keeps us even more stuck where we are. So stop comparing yourself to others, stop comparing yourself to perhaps where you were or what you've had, and really focus on the present and where you are and what can be done right in this moment. So number 1, put yourself in a space, give yourself space mentally and physically to focus on all those things that just bring you joy and happiness. And number 2, stop comparing yourself with other people, and stop comparing yourself to other parts of your life or times of your life when maybe you thought you were doing better. And then number 3, and this one really hit me today, when I opened the curtains and it was a beautiful morning, really focus on what we're thankful for. There's so much here in China that maybe we could see as a down being here in China, and everyone must have downs in their lives. Everyone must have things that aren't perfect in their lives, and that's fine. But when we really focus on those and we really take our eyes off the ball of what we have and what we can be grateful for, I never realized the power of gratitude for a long time in my life. And now I really do. I really have, over the past few years, found this gratitude that just actually helps me create that space in myself, in my mind and physically. It's gratitude that has me be okay with who I am and where I am now. And it's gratitude that has me look around me, and it's all the small things in life that actually bring me joy. Last night, being in a hotel and being able to just have a bath, a bubble bath, makes all the difference. And all of these things, if we're stuck, if we can just do 1, 2, and 3, or 3 of these things, can just help open our mind again instead of closing it and being stuck. We can open our mind and unstuck ourselves. And you know what? One of the best things is to make sure you're surrounded with people who support you. Because this is key for me. Here in China, I'm not surrounded by a lot of people who support me, but I am globally. And I've learned to ask for help. I've learned to connect with more people, because in that way, I can get rid of the negative thoughts or the feelings I have just by talking and just by helping somebody. My coaching is wonderful for this, because the more you help somebody, the more you do things for other people, you know what? The better you feel inside. And so that's just my message today, and it looks like the internet is held. So thank you. There's one thing I'm grateful for, that the internet is actually held today. It's about, I don't know, I think it's about 8 o'clock here. We're heading off for a 2-hour train trip, and we're off to Windsor. We were going to talk to, I think, about 200 people. And I'm really looking forward to my day. So wherever you may be, I hope you have an awesome day. If you're stuck, get out there, make some space for yourself, and feel what's great in this world. And let's see how we can get you unstuck. Or if you have any tips out there that tell me, hey, give me some ideas of how to get unstuck, share it with the group, because that's just what we're all here for. So ka kite anō, everyone. Have an awesome day wherever you may be, and I'll check in with you when I can. And I just want to say thank you all for being here and being part of Quantum Leap for Women. Bye.